Hola amigos, aprendo español por 4 días y hablo un poco, pero no entiendo mucho. Pimsleur está muy, don't remember the word for useful, so I'm going to end that there. But yeah, Pimsleur has been very, very helpful so far. It started off very easy. The first, I think, the first 3 days were pretty easy. The first 5 to 6 lessons, with maybe a couple new words and a couple challenging points. But today has been very, very good, and that I've actually been learning words and phrases that I have not known before, that I've never heard before in my life. And it's been harder. It's been actually demanding to do those lessons, which is good because it's supposed to be demanding. I'd say I learn about 5 to 10 different words per day per Pimsleur lesson, so between 5 to 15 to 20 words per day. But a lot of them were words that I kind of already knew. So all the numbers up through 10, 100. They taught me 30 for whatever reason, but not 20 yet. Maybe 20 is something unique. But yeah, Pimsleur's been useful, and it's actually been getting better. Anki has not been as useful, or Anki's been useful, but the most popular 100 words deck that I was planning on using, I made it. And a lot of it is just prepositions. A lot of it is just things that are better learned in context, which Pimsleur is great at. So I just pretty much removed all of those. I've kept the nouns and the verbs, and I've been adding words that I think would be useful for me to know. So words like to learn, or like, because I wanted to say, I've been learning Spanish for 4 days. How do I say that? I don't know. Pimsleur haven't taught me. Or I wanted to say that I want to eat, and Pimsleur taught me quiero, but it did not teach me comer. So I added comer to my flashcards deck. So I've been adding just words that I want to know that Pimsleur haven't taught me yet, so I can do the Pimsleur kind of spaced repetition that they do through the conversations, and they have their own little games in the app, whatever. And then my own spaced repetition through Anki with words that I would like to know and think would be useful in just day-to-day conversation. So there's that. What else? Movie. I said I would do a kind of movie analysis, or watching a movie in Spanish and translating line by line, etc. Did that once, and it was very, very difficult. I think I got through about 3 minutes of movie and about 30 minutes of work, which makes sense because I translate line by line. I listen to it in Spanish fully. I listen to it in Spanish with English subtitles, and then listen to it in Spanish again. So even just that repetition is 10 minutes without translating. But the problem is my plan was to do that during dinner, and it's so demanding that I can't focus on dinner and that at the same time. My food will just get cold. So I've been eating while watching the movie, just with Spanish subtitles, then coming back and rewatching it with English just to make sure I understand, and then doing a quick maybe 20-second breakdown of whatever comes after dinner. So that's been interesting. I don't know. I don't have enough vocab yet to be able to just kind of, translate a sentence and need only 1 or 2 new words. It's almost word by word translations, unless there's cognates with French, or unless it's just a word that I already learned, which is not much. Spanish music has been a lot of fun so far. It's kind of pseudo immersion because a lot of the music is fast enough to where I don't understand it at all, or slow enough to where I can make out the different words, which is good, but don't know what they mean. But it's been fun. And then I have an italki call scheduled for this Sunday, which should be very fun because it's right now I definitely don't feel like I can sustain a conversation in Spanish for even 5 minutes, let alone the calls for an hour. So that should be interesting. That's definitely going to push me out of my comfort zone. Knowing that I have this call on Sunday is making me, which is in 2 days actually, is making me learn a lot harder because I want to be able to at least say something while I'm on the call. I've been learning, a lot of useful things through Pimsleur, but a lot of it would require role playing, which I'm cool with. But there's a very limited number of things that I can talk about. Like going to the restaurant, ordering a beer, ordering a I torta, ordering a torta. So things like that, or asking how many pesos you have, etc. But it's still conversationally. There's a very limited number of phrases I have, and I feel like I'm more limited by vocab at this point than specifically verbs and nouns, because I feel like even without the prepositions, a lot of the stuff I would want to say would make sense without that. Or I could always say, tengo whatever, or quiero comer, quiero tomar, or what is it? Vas is you're going to, voy a, I believe is I'm going to, so I could always use that with the infinitive of a verb to do something. So voy a comer, I'm going to eat. So just learning a bunch of those would make it a lot easier to at least attempt a conversation. I think that's, I have a little flashcard here. That is it. So I will post another update video, I believe in probably day 8. I think that's what I promised you guys. So update video, day 8. I'm going to be professional in Spanish by then, because I'm going to have a 1-hour conversation under my belt with a native Spanish speaker. So watch out for that, and thank you for watching.